You've never seen anything like this. This isn't just another morning routine video. This is about rewiring your brain for success. We're diving deep into the science of habits, the power of your mind, and the incredible transformation that happens when you take control of your mornings. Get ready to unlock a level of energy, focus, and accomplishment you never thought possible. The secret to success isn't talent or luck, it's how you start your day. And today, you're going to discover how a simple morning routine can change everything. We're talking about tangible steps, backed by science and proven by countless successful people to completely transform your life. Are you ready to wake up successful? Let's do this. Meet Jamie. Jamie's alarm goes off, and just like many of us, the first instinct is to hit snooze. Sound familiar? We've all been there. But this time something's different. Jamie's made a commitment to change, to break free from that morning fog and step into a day filled with purpose. And it all starts with a simple act: journaling. Now, I know what you might be thinking, journaling, that's not for me. But trust me on this. There's a reason why some of the most successful people in the world swear by journaling. It's not about writing a novel, it's about getting clear on your goals, your dreams, and what you want to accomplish. Just 5 minutes of jotting down your thoughts can make all the difference. At first, Jamie's pen hesitates. The blank page can feel intimidating, but then the words start to flow. Goals for the day, dreams for the future, anxieties that have been keeping Jamie up at night. It's like a mental declutter, clearing out the cobwebs and making room for clarity. And as Jamie writes, something amazing happens. A sense of focus begins to emerge. See, our minds are like computers. When we're bombarded with information, distractions and to-do lists, it's like trying to run a million programs at once. Things slow down, we get frustrated, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed. But journaling acts like a system reboot. It allows us to prioritize, to identify what truly matters, and to create a roadmap for the day ahead. And that, my friends, is the power of clarity. Okay, we've cleared the mental clutter. Now let's jumpstart that body. Step 1, ditch the coffee for a moment. I said for a moment, and reach for a big glass of water. I know, you hear it everywhere, but there's a reason why hydration is so important. It's like giving your body a much-needed wake-up call, flushing out toxins and replenishing what's been lost overnight. Think about it. You've just spent the last 6 to 8 hours without any fluids. Your body is literally craving hydration. And when you start your day by giving your body what it needs, you're setting yourself up for a more energized and focused day. So before that cup of joe, chug that water. Your body will thank you for it, and trust me, you'll feel the difference in your energy levels. Next up, movement. And no, I'm not talking about an intense workout before the sun's even up. We're talking about simple stretches, a quick yoga flow, or even just stepping outside for a breath of fresh air. Remember Jamie? Still feeling good from that journaling session? Well, watch what happens when Jamie incorporates a little movement into the mix. As Jamie stretches, feeling the tension melt away, endorphins start to kick in. Those feel-good chemicals our brains just love. Sunlight hits Jamie's face, signaling to the body it's time to wake up and get going. And just like that, Jamie's energy levels are soaring higher than ever before. All right, let's talk about productivity. We all want to get stuff done, right? But sometimes the thought of everything on our to-do list can be paralyzing. We feel overwhelmed before we even start. Sound familiar? That's where the one-task rule comes in. This is deceptively simple, but trust me, it works. Here's how it goes. Pick just one task, something small and manageable, and do it first thing in the morning. It could be making your bed, unloading the dishwasher, or sending that email you've been putting off. It doesn't matter how small the task is. The point is to get a win under your belt. Because that feeling of accomplishment, that sense of progress, it creates momentum. You're not just lying in bed scrolling through your phone, you're up, you're moving, you're already winning the day. And that energy, that feeling of I got this, it will carry you forward. Think of it like a domino effect. You know, you set them all up and you knock that first one down, and what happens? The rest topple over one after another. That's what the one-task rule does for your productivity. That first small win creates a chain reaction. Suddenly, you're ready to tackle the next thing and the next. And before you know it, you've plowed through that to-do list. You've gone from feeling overwhelmed to unstoppable. And the best part, this isn't about becoming some kind of productivity robot. It's about building positive habits that stick. It's about proving to yourself that you're capable, that you're in control. And that, my friends, is a powerful feeling. So what's your one task going to be? Choose it, crush it, and watch the dominoes fall. Let's talk about focus. Because let's face it, in this day and age, focus is a superpower. We're bombarded with distractions, notifications buzzing, emails piling up, and social media calling our name. It's a recipe for overwhelm and procrastination. But here's the thing about focus, it's not something you magically find, it's something you consciously create. And one of the biggest enemies of focus is lack of clarity. When you don't have a clear plan for your day, you become reactive, bouncing from one thing to another, never truly giving anything your full attention. Think about it, how many times have you sat down with the intention to work on a project, only to find yourself scrolling through your phone 10 minutes later? It happens to the best of us. That's why having a plan is crucial. When you start your day with a clear idea of what you want to achieve, you're essentially creating a roadmap for your focus. You're telling your brain, this is where we're going, and this is how we're going to get there. This doesn't have to be complicated. It can be as simple as jotting down 3 things you want to accomplish that day. 3 things, that's it. Then prioritize them. What's the most important thing you need to get done? Start there. By having a plan, you eliminate decision fatigue. You're not wasting mental energy trying to figure out what to do next. You already know. This allows you to dive in with focus and intention. And when you're focused, you get things done faster, better, and with less stress. So before you reach for your phone or let yourself get sucked into the black hole of your inbox, take 5 minutes to plan your day. Trust me, your focus will thank you for it. Confidence. It's that elusive quality we all crave, right? That feeling of self-assurance, that belief in our own abilities. But here's the thing about confidence. It's not something you're born with. It's not some magical trait reserved for a select few. Confidence is built step by step, action by action. And you know what one of the most powerful confidence builders is? You guessed it, taking action. See, there's this incredible loop that happens when you start doing the things you set out to do, even the small things. Each completed task, no matter how small, sends a message to your brain. It says, hey, we did it. We set out to do this thing, and we followed through. And with each success, that loop starts to build. Think about it. Remember that one task you crushed this morning? That wasn't just about getting something done. It was about proving to yourself that you're capable. And that feeling of accomplishment, that's pure confidence fuel. As you continue to take action, as you rack up those small wins, the loop gains momentum. You start to trust yourself more. You start to believe in your ability to get things done. And that belief, my friends, is what sets you apart. It's what gives you the courage to go after bigger goals, to step outside of your comfort zone, to become the best version of yourself. It all starts with those small, consistent actions. So keep taking action, keep building that confidence loop, and watch yourself soar. You got this. Okay. Let's talk about finding your center, because let's face it, life can feel like a runaway train, right? You're constantly bombarded with to-dos, deadlines, and decisions. It's enough to make anyone feel like they're running on a hamster wheel, but here's the thing. You don't have to live in that state of constant overwhelm. You can actually train your mind to find calm amidst the chaos. And one of the most powerful ways to do that is through meditation. Now, I know what you're thinking. Mel, I'm not the meditation type. Listen, I get it. The idea of sitting still, emptying your mind. It can seem intimidating, even a little hokey, but trust me on this one. Meditation isn't about becoming some Zen master who levitates and speaks in riddles. It's simply about taking a few minutes each day to connect with yourself, to quiet the noise, and just breathe. Think of it like this. Your mind is like a computer. If you keep it running non-stop, eventually it's going to overheat and crash. Meditation is like hitting the reset button. It gives your mind a chance to defrag, to clear out the clutter and reboot. And when you do that, you'll be amazed at how much more focused, energized, and yes, calm you feel. So how do you actually meditate? Start small. Find a quiet spot, set a timer for 5 minutes, close your eyes, and just focus on your breath. That's it. Don't worry if your mind wanders. It's normal. Just gently guide your attention back to your breath. Remember, meditation is a practice. The more you do it, the easier it gets, and the more you'll experience its incredible benefits. Let's talk about the power of the breath for a minute, That thing we do all day, every day, without even thinking about it. Turns out your breath is one of the most powerful tools you have for managing stress and anxiety. And the best part, it's always available to you free of charge. When you're stressed, your body goes into fight or flight mode, your heart races, your breathing becomes shallow and rapid, and your body is flooded with stress hormones. Sound familiar? Deep breathing helps to counteract this stress response. By taking slow, deep breaths, you signal to your nervous system that it's safe to relax. Think of it like this. Deep breathing is like hitting the pause button on your stress response. It gives your body and mind a chance to reset and refocus. And the best part is, you can practice deep breathing anytime, anywhere. Feeling overwhelmed at work? Take 5 deep breaths. Stuck in traffic? Deep breaths. About to give a presentation? You guessed it. Deep breaths. Here's a simple technique you can try. Inhale deeply through your nose for a count of 4. Hold your breath for a count of 4 and exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 4. Repeat this several times, focusing on the sensation of your breath entering and leaving your body. You'll be amazed at how quickly this simple practice can calm your nerves and bring a sense of peace to your day. Let's talk about food, my friend. Not just any food, but the kind of food that fuels your success. Because here's the deal. You can have all the ambition in the world, but if you're running on sugar crashes and processed junk, you're not going to have the energy to achieve your goals. It's like trying to run a marathon on empty. You might start strong, but you're going to hit a wall pretty quickly. Now, I'm not here to tell you to live on kale smoothies and celery sticks. Life's too short for that. But I'm here to tell you that what you eat has a direct impact on how you feel, both physically and mentally. And when you make the choice to nourish your body with healthy, whole foods, you're giving yourself a massive advantage. Think of it like this. Your body is your most valuable asset. It's the vehicle that carries you through life, and it deserves to be treated with respect. So ditch the sugary cereals, the processed snacks, and the fast food, and start fueling your body with the good stuff. Fruits, vegetables, lean protein, whole grains. You'll be amazed at how much better you feel, both physically and mentally. And remember, healthy eating doesn't have to be complicated. Start small. Swap out that sugary cereal for a bowl of oatmeal with berries. Pack a healthy lunch instead of hitting the vending machine. Make a conscious effort to choose nutrient-rich foods over processed junk. Small changes made consistently add up to big results. All right, let's talk about something so simple yet so often overlooked: water. Yes, plain old H2O. You know you're supposed to drink it, but are you drinking enough? Probably not. Most of us aren't. And that's a problem because water is essential for just about every bodily function. Think of it like this. Your body is about 60% water. That means every single cell, tissue, and organ needs water to function properly. When you're dehydrated, your body can't operate at its best. You might feel tired, sluggish, have trouble concentrating, even experience headaches and digestive issues. But here's the good news. Staying hydrated is one of the easiest things you can do to improve your overall health and well-being. Start your day with a large glass of water to rehydrate after sleep. Keep a reusable water bottle with you throughout the day and sip on it regularly. Make water your go-to beverage instead of sugary drinks. And remember, thirst isn't always the best indicator of dehydration. By the time you feel thirsty, you're already dehydrated. So make it a habit to drink water consistently throughout the day. Even if you don't feel particularly thirsty, your body will thank you for it. Let's talk about the snooze button, that evil little temptress that whispers sweet lies in your ear every morning. Just 5 more minutes, she says. You deserve it, she purrs. But here's the thing, the snooze button is a liar. Those extra few minutes of sleep aren't actually doing you any favors. In fact, they're probably making you feel more groggy and disoriented. The moment that alarm goes off, you're in a mental battle. Your brain is screaming for you to stay in bed, to stay comfortable, to stay safe in the familiar, but your heart, your gut, that voice deep down inside, it knows you're capable of more. It knows you have big dreams, big goals, and a life you're meant to live. So how do you win this mental battle? It's simple, but it's not easy. You have to train your brain to associate the alarm clock with action, not agony. The moment that alarm goes off, don't hesitate, don't negotiate. Don't even think about it, just get up. Remember, the first few minutes of your day are crucial. They set the tone for the hours that follow. So instead of hitting the snooze button and starting your day with procrastination and self-doubt, start it with action, with intention, with the belief that you are capable of anything you set your mind to. Listen, I get it. Getting out of bed can feel like an Olympic sport some mornings, but here's the thing. Discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And the good news is, you don't have to be a superhero to build it. It starts with small, consistent actions. Remember that mental battle we talked about? Well, every time you choose to get up when your alarm goes off, you're winning that battle. You're strengthening that discipline muscle. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. It's like building any habit. It takes time and consistency. So how do you make this a sustainable habit? Start by setting yourself up for success. Set your alarm for a time that allows you to get enough sleep. Create a consistent sleep schedule so your body gets into a rhythm. And most importantly, find something that motivates you to get out of bed in the morning. Maybe it's a delicious breakfast, a workout you enjoy, or simply the anticipation of a productive day. Whatever it is, find your why. Because when you have a strong enough reason to get up, that discipline muscle becomes a whole lot easier to flex. All right, let's talk about opportunity. You know, the feeling that something amazing is just around the corner. That's not luck, my friend. That's what happens when you create space for growth. Jamie started small, just 15 minutes each morning dedicated to personal development. 15 minutes. That's all it takes to read a chapter of an inspiring book, listen to a podcast that teaches you something new, or even just to sit in quiet reflection. And let me tell you, those 15 minutes become the most valuable part of Jamie's day. Listen, we all get the same 24 hours. What separates the dreamers from the doers is how we use them. Jamie stopped seeing those early hours as lost time and started seeing them as an investment in a future self, brimming with knowledge, skills, and confidence. What you feed your mind matters. Are you scrolling through social media, letting comparisons steal your joy? Or are you feeding your brain with knowledge, inspiration, and strategies for growth? Opportunity doesn't just knock, it shows up for those who are prepared. We're at week 3, people. And guess what? Those tiny changes, those seemingly insignificant habits Jamie's been building, they're starting to stick. Remember those first few days of forcing themselves out of bed, that resistance to journaling? Gone. This is the power of consistency. Our brains love patterns, and when we repeat something consistently, it becomes ingrained in who we are. It's no longer a chore, it's just what we do. Jamie is becoming the type of person who wakes up and wins the day. Here's the thing. Change is a process, not an event. You won't wake up one day and suddenly be a completely different person. But slowly, subtly, you'll start to notice the shifts, the way Jamie carries themselves, the confidence in their eyes, the decisiveness in their actions. This is what happens when you commit to a morning routine that fuels your mind, body, and soul. You step into your power. You become the architect of your own life, and that, my friends, is an incredible feeling. Here's what Jamie learned. Success isn't an overnight change, it's a choice you make every morning, and when you choose to win your morning, you're choosing to win your life.